Hey guys, I'm back with part 4 for this tutorial on how to build this split level house. Here in this video, we're going to go ahead and do the interior layout for the house. So I went ahead and gathered up all the blocks we're going to be using here in this video. So I'm just going to scroll through them all and you could pick out all the ones you're going to need. And real quick, as you can see, we still have to delete these layers of grass here inside the house, but let's go ahead and not worry about that quite just yet. We'll do that once we actually work our way down towards the basement level. We just have to delete, I think it's 3 layers? Yeah, 3 layers, and we're not deleting anything underneath there. We're actually not using this space at all over here. So if you wanted to expand the house, you could get an extra bedroom and bathroom over here. But that's up to you. I'm just going to go ahead and cover it completely up. But we will be using kind of just like this L shape that we got here. Okay, I think I mentioned this before, but just in case if you didn't hear it the first time, we won't be using that space. So, let's actually just, I guess we'll start here more towards the top layer. And we'll start maybe filling in the walls first. I think that'll be the best thing to do. So let's get onto that first. So I'm going to take it a bit slow here on the interior layout. Since it is a bit different than how I would normally do it, we're going to have to approach it a bit differently than the other builds. So I'm going to start with the gray concrete. We're just going to be 1 block below our windows here, so just right underneath them. And we don't want to be right on the edge of our doorway because we are going to have a door frame here. Should we just do that now? Let's go ahead and do that now. So let me grab the pillar quartz block and we'll just swap out the quartz stair. So the pillar quartz block will have in each corner like that. We'll have 3 on their side in between those corner ones. And then we'll bring it down until it's just right down here at the edge of the door. So down by 3. And then we'll have a stone button on the corner. Alright, so there we go. We have the doorway all done, the door frame. So let's swap it back to our gray concrete. And we're going to go right here, like I mentioned, right underneath the window. We'll have a strip of gray like that. Let's go ahead and do it along this other wall. And then we'll do it at this back wall as well. And make sure, once you meet up with the door, leave 1 space here because we are going to have a door frame here as well. So go ahead and have 2 like that. And we'll just leave it like that. It is going to be brought out 1 more, but just so it's not getting confusing, we'll just leave it right on the edge here. Okay, so that's what we've done so far. We just have a strip of gray wrapping around. Let's go ahead and do our door frame here. So a corner block like that. We're just having 2 spaces in between this time. And then we'll bring it down by 3. Alright, and then the stone button. Now, on top of that gray concrete, let's swap to our chiseled quartz, and we'll add a layer on top of it. Make sure to skip over all of the windows. And I had green concrete for the main part of the house, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. And we'll be sure to add just 3 layers going up. So right on top of all the chiseled quartz, add an extra 3 layers of green concrete and make sure to wrap around the windows. Don't accidentally cover any of them up like that. Make sure all the windows are still being able to see out of them pretty much. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and do this little space above the door as well. So that's all looking really good so far. So let's go ahead and do the wall that wraps around the staircase next. So when you walk through the front door, you have a staircase just pretty much right in front of you that you could go down into the basement, and then off to the right is a step up into the main part of the house over here. So let's go ahead and start with the gray concrete, and we just want to make sure we're going to start it right here. So as you can see on the same layer as the other one, we're gonna place 2 gray concrete like that. And now let's bring it out by 6. So pretty much like towards the inside of the house, like further in. So we're gonna have it out 6. Okay, so now if you're looking at it from this direction, we're gonna go at the left of it. So pretty much, if you look at the doorway, we're gonna start it right there and go towards the right. So we're gonna place another 6. Okay, and now go from right here, and we're gonna have 3. And then we're gonna bring it back in more towards the, not like towards the door, but just like back with the way that I'm looking. And we're gonna have it in like that by 3. Okay, so when you look at it from the front door, we have a wall like that. The staircase is gonna be going down right there, and then it's gonna turn and go in that direction. So we just have that all shaped out. Let's go ahead and have a layer of chiseled quartz on top of the gray. And then the 3 layers of green. So this right here, what we just did, is probably like, I guess it's kind of one of the more confusing parts of the build. So if you got this down, then you should have everything else down pretty good. And remember, if I did go too fast or didn't explain it well enough, you could always pause the video or rewind. Let's go ahead and do all the walls first, and then we'll do the floors. So we'll start at, we'll head on over, at this bedroom next. Okay, so let's head on to this area next. This is going to be a bedroom. Let's grab some light gray concrete. We're also going to be using white and the chiseled quartz. So start with the light gray. Now we're going to look at this wall over here where the staircase wall is. And we're going to go right down at the bottom at the same layer as that gray layer for the other wall. We're going to bring a strip just right towards the back here. We'll fill in this wall. And then we'll bring it back up until it's met up with the layer over there. So it is right there. So if you look at this window here, we're 2 spaces after the edge of the glass, like that. Okay, and we will have another wall brought in right here. We do have a doorway here, which I have to remember exactly where it's marked out. So let's go ahead and not fill in that wall quite just yet. But let's go ahead and have a layer of chiseled quartz on top of the light gray. Once again, make sure to skip over these windows. Okay, so it's like that. And now we're gonna go ahead and have 3 layers of white. And there we go, we have all that marked out so far. And I do want to say real quick, so this is going to be a hallway, and then there is going to be another hallway like right here. Towards the left will be a doorway leading into that bedroom. Straight ahead will be a doorway leading into a bathroom, and off to the right you walk down a little bit more into a bedroom over here. So just a heads up, that's how the layout's going to be. So a hallway, bedroom, bathroom, bedroom. So I guess we'll focus on the rest of the wall here and our doorway, and then we can maybe start shaping out the rest of the hallway. Okay, let's go ahead and mark out the doorway for the hallway. So we're just going to add one more layer here at this wall here at the left where the green concrete wall is. So we're gonna have the gray right there, then the chiseled quartz, and then 3 green. Okay, so just right on the corner of our green wall. And now we're gonna have the doorway here. So I'm just gonna place a pillar quartz block like that on each side, and then we'll bring it up another 2, and then let's straighten out that bottom one. Okay, and then the 4th layer is going to be the corner one. So we just have to do a little something like this so that we could actually make it a corner. Okay, and then 2 sideways ones. We'll have our layer of green concrete right above the doorway. And then let's grab the stone buttons, which are going to be in the corner, like that. Okay. And then we're gonna have an extra block right here, or just like extend this wall like an extra block, the green wall. So we have gray right there, then chiseled quartz block, and then 3 green. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab these sea lanterns, just so we can see a little bit easier. So we'll maybe place one right there. Maybe some in the ceiling. I think that should be good. Okay. Alright, I think that should be fine. So now let's have our doorway right next to, like right up against this wall here where the green concrete is. So we're gonna have just like the same doorway that we've done. So we'll just place 4 like that. We'll straighten out this bottom one. We'll have 2 sideways ones, and then another 4 going down right there. And for the corner ones, we're gonna go from the inside where the bedroom wall is, like where the bedroom is. We're gonna have the corner ones here. This wall is going to be doubled up. So we're gonna have another layer right behind what we just did. So just a double thick doorway like that. Let's straighten out these corner blocks. And let's take a look at what we've done. So we have our doorway right there, and then we have this just 1 block space of the wall. And then right next to that, we have our next doorway. And then towards the inside of the bedroom is the extra layer. So it's not out on this layer, it's in towards the bedroom, so keep that in mind. So this entire wall right here is flat. Let's cover up the corners with these stone buttons. Okay, and now from the inner side of our doorway here, we're going to grab the light gray and connect this back to the rest of the wall. Right there. Then a layer of chiseled quartz. And then the 3 extra layers of white concrete. And now we have all the walls for this bedroom done. Okay. And this is definitely a really good sized bedroom. So next up, let's focus on the bathroom area and maybe the rest of the hallway. Okay. Let's continue with the hallway walls. So the green concrete walls. And oh yeah, let's actually bring this green concrete over until we're 1 block after the door. So down like that, and then chiseled quartz and the gray. Okay, so we have 1 space at the left, 1 space at the right, but this space here at the right is going to be covered up. So we're just going to bring it out an extra layer right here. Okay, and now we're going to have a 1 block wide doorway leading into the bathroom. So just the same doorway that we've done everywhere else, except this one is 2 blocks wide, this one is only going to be 1. Okay, and it's going to be a double thick door, so we're going to go from the other side and double it up. Like that. Let's straighten out these corners here. So now this wall, we just have this space of the wall here, and then our 1 block wide doorway. Let's place our stone buttons. Okay, we'll have the extra layers of green right on top of the doorway. And now we're going to work our way over towards the right, and we're going to have 5 extra blocks for the wall, for the hallway. So just right here, we're going to start with the gray concrete. We'll place 5. Alright, and then a layer of chiseled quartz. And then the 3 layers of green. And there we go. And then we're going to have a doorway leading into that bedroom over there. We have our pillar quartz block. We're just going to go right up against the edge of the wall here. And we'll place 4, and then 2, and then the 3rd one will be going back down. Let's straighten out that bottom one. And now let's go from the other side over here and double it up. Okay, hopefully this isn't too confusing. And then let's have the corner block. And then the layer on top of the doorway, and then over here we'll bring it down a little bit so it all matches up. Layer of chiseled quartz, layer of gray, and then we'll connect it back to the corner here. So 4 spaces like that. Okay, that looks good. let's have the stone button here on the corner. And that all looks good. So now we have pretty much almost all of it laid out for the top floor. So when we walk in, we head straight on over to here. This is all the kitchen and dining room area. And we have a hallway just right here. And then into here, we go to the left. We have this bedroom. We walk into here. We still have to do the walls for this bathroom. We'll do that next. Then you walk down this hallway into a bedroom over here. So it's all looking good. So we'll get on to the bathroom walls next. So here for this bathroom, for the walls, it's just going to be some pillar quartz blocks and cyan concrete. We'll go ahead and place the cyan first, since it'll make it easier to place the pillar quartz. So you can see we have like this light gray and then the chiseled quartz. So we have 2 layers of the wall here. So we want to make sure to start on the 3rd layer. We'll just look at this wall first. And we're going to have 3 layers of the cyan going up. Okay, let's look at the doorway wall now. We'll continue on, so 3 layers, wrap around the doorway like that. And then bring this over until you're on the edge of the wall over here. Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far. Let's look at the window wall and just do the same thing. So 3 layers until you line up with the other side. And that is good. Bring it down. Oh, not that far down. Okay. And now let's fill in this last wall over here. So just connect it all. Okay. That all looks really good. Now let's add our 2 layers of pillar quartz. So it's just going to be pillar quartz blocks going straight up and down. Just 2 extra layers here at the bottom. And then here at the window, we're just gonna have 1. So actually, let's go ahead and just place 1 like that. Then we'll delete that one. There we go. So that's why I wanted to do the cyan concrete first. That way it makes it easier to place how I'm doing this. If we would have done the pillar quartz blocks first, we would have had to place a layer at the bottom. And then we would have had to do the other layer. Then we had to delete the entire layer at the bottom and straighten all those ones out. So it's just a lot easier to place the cyan first. Okay, so the bathroom is all done. And then we'll head on into here. And I believe I'll have to double check exactly how the walls were, but it was like, maybe it was white, chiseled, and then light blue concrete. Okay, and I was right. It was white, chiseled, and then light blue. So we'll get on to that next. We'll just start here at the doorway wall. We'll have a layer of white just wrapping all the way around right underneath our windows. Okay, and then we'll fill in that extra space there. Let's go up, have our layer of chiseled quartz, skip over all the windows. And then the 3 layers of light blue. Oh, well, there goes that. Okay, yeah, the 3 layers of light blue now. And then once we fill this in, we have the overall layout, like all the walls done for the first floor. So we'll go ahead and fill in the actual floors. And then we'll start working our way down into the basement area. There we go. So we'll head on back into here and we'll start filling in the floors. We're going to be using dark oak planks. And then we will have some dark oak stairs as a step up. So we'll get onto that next. Okay, let's go ahead and start right here at the front door. So we have the dark oak wood stairs. We're just going to place 2 right at the bottom of our doorway here. So just right on the edge of it, 2 stairs like that. So this is the step up right here into the main level of the house. So let's go ahead and have our dark oak planks on that layer of the stairs. We're just going to fill all of this in. We're going to wrap it around here and we'll stop it right here for now. It will be going into the hallway, but let's just focus on the main area. And right here, we actually have to replace these 2 blocks of white concrete with the wood so it all just flows together. And then let's go ahead and fill in the main area all here. Okay, so this is all good. So just a solid layer of dark oak all throughout. Let's head on into the hallway. And we're gonna have it all throughout here as well. So just pretty much patch all this up. And make sure to bring it halfway into all of the doorways. So this half, so like on the hallway half side. So one right there, as you can see. And then right here. Okay, so we're just filling all this in, just patching it all up. So now it's just some solid floors. Now let's switch to our spruce planks, and we're gonna start filling in this bedroom. So like I said, just spruce planks, or you could use whichever blocks you would like, but I'm just gonna use the spruce. Floors for this bedroom are done. Head on into the bathroom. We're just gonna have chiseled quartz blocks in here. All that's filled in. And then I just had some oak planks here in the other bedroom. So now we have all of the floors and the walls done. The last thing we have left to do are the ceilings, which will be really quick. And then we have the entire first floor all done. So, we're pretty much just gonna have a layer of white concrete all throughout, except for this bedroom here. So we'll do this bedroom first, and then everywhere else is white concrete. So, for this one, we're gonna have light gray. So just make sure you're one block above, or like one block higher than the top edge of the walls. And it's all gonna be filled in with light gray for this first bedroom. And then one more thing I want to do is just add some quartz stairs, just like upside down, right along the top, all the way around to look like crown molding. And that all looks good. We will have some lights in the ceiling, but for now we'll just leave it. Let's go ahead and continue on and do the rest of the ceilings. So all of the other rooms, we're just gonna fill in with white concrete. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. And I'll see you guys once I have it all filled in, and then we'll go through after and add all the crown molding and the lights. And then we have the entire first floor done. We'll head on down into the basement after we fill all this in. So I filled in all of the ceilings throughout the first floor. So it's looking like this. Got all in here as well. It's definitely still dark, but we're gonna go ahead and do the lights right after we do all the crown molding. So let's go ahead and start doing the crown molding here at this bedroom. Head on into the hallway. And then we have this bathroom. And now before we do the crown molding for the entrance area, all this, let's go ahead and do all of our lights, because that is a little bit different here. I believe, as far as I remember, I stopped the crown molding right here, and then I think I lowered the ceiling by one block. Yeah, that's actually exactly what I did. So let's just go ahead and do that. So we're gonna start it right here, and then just bring this along and wrap it all around, just like we've done everywhere else, except we started it at a different spot. then we're gonna wrap it around back to where we started. So we're just right on the edge of our wall here. So all of this is going to be an extra layer of white concrete. So let's go ahead and fill that in. So just like all this staircase area. Okay. And then it flows together really nicely right there with the crown molding. And we're not going to have any crown molding in here in this small space. Okay, let's head back into this bedroom first. And we're going to just have a few lights in here. So maybe one there. Pretty much just in each corner. And let's cover them up with the iron trap doors. And that looks good. Head on into the hallway. We'll have maybe just 2 right there. And maybe 2 right here. It's a little bit of an awkward shape, but that should be good. I like that. Head on into this bedroom. We'll just have it in each corner again. Oh, not like that. Alright, delete that one. Okay. And then we'll head on into the bathroom. Just 1 here and there. Okay. Now, let's go ahead. Yeah, we'll go ahead and have them just like how we had it in the other rooms, pretty much in each corner. And then maybe 1 right there and there. And we'll leave it like that. There is going to be a little bit of extra light throughout the house in some other spots like the ground. We're going to have carpet and stuff. But for now, that should all be good. Alright, so the entire first floor of the house is all done. So we have a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom level up here. So now, we're going to start the staircase. We're going to work our way down, and we're going to start doing all of the walls, floors, and ceilings down here in the basement. And then after we do that, we'll leave it at that here in part 4. And then in part 5, we might be finishing the build. Why am I going out here? Okay, let's get on to the little hallway here and the staircase going down next. So here at the entrance of the house in this little hallway space, we're just going to have some crisscross, like a crisscross pattern with the pillar quartz blocks. Let's replace this white concrete. We'll start the quartz. So we'll have just 1 on each side and then 1 in the middle on the opposite direction. And then we'll have another 1 in the opposite direction from that middle one. And then sideways ones on each side. So you can see how it's like a crisscross checkered kind of pattern. Alright, 1 more layer. So it looks like that. And then let's continue it on until we meet up with that wall. So it's just a pretty small space. And that should be good. We'll go ahead and mark out the staircase. But we will have to start doing all of the layers of grass that we have to delete. So let me go ahead and actually just add some lights down here real quick. Just so we can see. So let's go ahead and do the staircase. So we look at these 2 blocks of quartz. So just like this empty space right between our wall here. We're going to have 2 dark oak wood stairs. Okay, so like that. And then we're going to have 4 sea lanterns. So this will give off some extra light. Okay, we're going to cover that up with gray carpet. And then we're going to bring the staircase down by 5 layers, and we will have to delete some grass. So we have 1, then we're going to go down, so that is 2, then we're going to have 3, and then we have 4, then we have to delete this layer, and we're going to have 5, and we'll just leave it like that for now. Okay, actually, let's grab our dark oak wood slab and go on each side and have it in the corner like that. So there we go. I thought it was a little bit further down, so I think we're deleting... Are we deleting 2 layers of grass? Yeah, we're just deleting So we have one. Oh yeah, this is a step down. So the garage is actually, we're deleting 3 layers. Everywhere else, we're deleting 2 layers. I forgot about that. Okay. So, I know this is maybe a little bit confusing, so let me take a look. So we have a step down right here, just 1 stair. And then we have the 4 blocks, and then we turn to the right, and we have 5 going down. And then a slab in each corner. Okay, so it's like that. And one more thing before I forget, I actually want to replace these 2 sea lanterns here with white concrete, because we're going to have a little closet, and we don't want the sea lanterns to interfere with it. So we'll just have that white concrete for the ceiling that we're going to have down there. So we just want 2 sea lanterns here at the right. It'll give off some extra light. We don't need the 2 here, just at the right side. So let's go ahead and start removing these layers of grass. So I'm just going to work my way down at the staircase, and how should I start? I guess we'll look over here at the right side. We'll delete these 2, and then we'll wrap it around the edge here. And then we're going to stop it until we're lined up with this pillar. Okay, so we started there, wrapped around, and now once we meet up with this pillar, we don't want to waste our time deleting anything over here because we're not going to be using this space. At least I'm not. So if you are, then you can start deleting this, but I'm not going to be using it. I'm just going to go straight along over here, and we'll bring it until we're lined up with that pillar over there, and then we'll curve it in. And now we could just delete this entire space here as well as the garage space. We'll start out by doing 2 layers down. The garage will be 3, but we won't do that quite just yet. We'll just delete 2 for now. I am going to grab a potion of swiftness. I am on the older version, so that's what I have to use to move faster. So I'll go ahead and see you guys in a second. So this is the first layer here. Now we're going to go down 1 more after that. This second layer will be where the floors are. So, like I said, I'll see you guys in a second once I have that entire space all cut out. I dug out all these layers of grass, and that looks good. So far we just deleted the 2 layers, and the garage, like I mentioned before, will be an extra layer down, but let's go ahead and mark out where all of the walls are first, so that way we could see the shape of the garage and we'll know exactly how much to actually delete there. But yeah, this is what it's looking like so far, and I think the next thing I'm gonna do before we start filling in all the walls, let's go ahead and patch up the ceiling. And that way it'll maybe just make it a little bit easier to see exactly where we're placing the walls. And yeah, it'll just be a lot cleaner because you can see how much of a mess this looks. It might be a little bit confusing to look at. So we'll go ahead and cover it up with our ceilings, and then we'll start doing the floors. Or yeah, I was gonna say the walls, but yeah, let's go ahead and do the floors after we do the ceiling, and then we'll do all the walls. So, let's go ahead and do... Well, we do have this wall here that we have to bring down. So we'll go ahead and bring down the staircase wall area, and then we'll do the ceiling, the floors, and then the rest of the walls. So we'll do this next. So we're going to be using the gray concrete, and then a little bit of white concrete and chiseled quartz once we work our way down towards the bottom area. So we'll head on up here, and we're pretty much just following along where all the other gray concrete already is. So we're just going to start over here, add 1 extra layer of gray concrete for now. So just right underneath all the other layers. And then before we go down any further, let's grab some quartz stairs. We're going to have them upside down right underneath this gray concrete here, just so that we can still walk down. And we're not like hitting our head on the wall here. We're not completely blocking it off. This is all going to be open. So there we go. We just have some quartz stairs right there. Now, the rest of it, we're just going to continue bringing down. So switch back to the gray concrete. We'll do this strip here. We'll just continue bringing this strip down. So these 4 blocks. And we want to bring it down, so this layer is going to be white concrete and then chiseled quartz. So we're going to bring it down one more. So I'll go ahead and count. So if we look all the way at the top, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 layers of gray concrete from that first layer all the way down to where we're stopping it. Then we're going to have a layer of chiseled quartz, and then a layer of white. And there we go. That is it. So we have that entire wall all done. Let's go ahead and do this L shape here. So a few more layers of gray. Then the layer of chiseled quartz. And then some white concrete. Okay. And then for this space here, we're just going to completely cover it up. Let me maybe get rid of that sea lantern. And then we'll just have 2 white concrete, 2 chiseled quartz, and then the rest of it gray going all the way up. And we'll fill that in right there. Okay. So there we go. Just all the walls on the side of the staircase. Let's go ahead and grab some white concrete, and we're just going to add a layer for the ceilings going all the way throughout, all up in there, and over the garage. So just to make sure on the right layer, there should be 2 layers and then the ceiling. So we have the window, and then we have the 2 layers, and then the ceiling. Okay? So yeah, I guess I will start it over here, back in this corner, like that. We'll bring this along. And we'll bring it up against the white concrete that we have here. And we'll delete that real quick. And then pretty much just wrap it all around. Oh, whoops. Did I delete anything? No. Okay, we're good. Nothing important. Alright. Let me go ahead and actually add some sea lanterns again, because it is really dark. Okay. And, yeah. So, just on that layer. Now we could pretty much just go ahead and fill in all the other space that you see. So I'm avoiding this area over here. Actually, now that I see, if you do decide to expand over here, there is going to be some wood on this layer. So maybe you could expand to this area right here. So you could have like an extra bedroom right here. But everywhere else, there'll be wood for the ceilings. Unless you could bring the ceilings down an extra layer. That's up to you. But pretty much, you could have a bedroom right here for this upper portion. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna go all through here, fill all that in, and all this, and all this. Okay, very simple. So I'll see you guys once I have it all filled in. I'm actually gonna use a potion of swiftness. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, I think I have all the ceilings filled in, just doing this last little bit. Are we good? That was very quick. Okay, so we have all that filled in. Then we worked our way down this little space, and then onto over here. So the only thing we didn't do was that corner there. So, now, we'll go ahead and start marking out where all the walls are going to be. Which, you know what? This should go by pretty quick. There's not too much down here. Just a wall all throughout here. We have the hallway, and then the garage walls, and then bathroom and bedroom over there. So, yeah, let's go ahead and start over here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just have the same wall pattern that we have right here, all throughout the entire level down here. Just so it makes it a lot easier. I did have the bathroom and bedroom walls over here a little bit different, and everything else was the same, but it'll make it just a lot easier to just have it all the same. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And one more thing I do want to mention, we actually deleted an extra strip of grass right here and right here. No big deal. I guess you could extend the house an extra layer right here and have the walls right down here. But for the purpose of the tutorial, I'm just going to leave it exactly how I had it at the original build. And we're going to stop the wall right here. And we're also going to stop it right here. So, yeah, that's it. That's all we have to worry about. So, we'll start over here at this wall. And we're just going to have this pattern. So we'll start with the white concrete. Just a strip right along here. 1 block above the layer of dirt there. And we'll stop it right here on the edge of the brick. We'll wrap it around. And 1 more. So we're on the edge of the brick over here. Like that. So just an extra space right there. No biggie. It'll all be covered up, so it doesn't even matter. But we did do a little bit of extra work. Alright, let's go ahead and wrap this around. And then all the way towards the garage. Into there. We'll fill in that little space. These 2 spaces here. Wrap it around. And back to... I think this wall was a little bit doubled up. So, we'll go ahead and bring it over to right there. Let's go ahead and now add our layer of chiseled quartz. Let me actually grab it. And now we're going to have the rest of it gray concrete. So 3 extra layers. Okay, I just about have all of this filled in. Go right along here. And we'll take a look at what we've got going on. Okay. So, we do still have to have a little bit more wall right here. And like a doorway leading into the bedroom. A wall right here leading into the garage. But overall, we have it all laid out. Okay, let's go ahead and start marking out some of the doorways. And actually, let me make sure to grab that. We still need that. We need these buttons. Okay, so we're going to be using all these blocks right here for now. I think, yeah, we're good. Okay. So, let's have a doorway right here, right on the edge of this wall. So we'll bring it up 4 on each side. 2 sideways blocks. And then we'll have the corner one, so we just have to make a little placement block real quick. And then we'll delete those. Straighten out this one. Oh, and this one. Okay, let's have the stone buttons. And then the layer of gray concrete. So there we go, we have that doorway. So this is going to lead into the hallway. Now, for the doorway where this little room is going to be, we want to make sure to skip over 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to delete 3. And yes, you can see we have to delete that wall. We'll bring this up. So just carve out a hole like that, leaving 1 space at the top. It's 3 spaces wide. We have 1 space here, 4 spaces at the left. So let's delete this wall here. Okay, I think that's all good. Oh wait, 1 more layer. Yep, okay, there we go. We have the white concrete. We're gonna go right here, and we'll just bring it straight across. And we'll just cover all this extra space up here, since we're not really gonna be able to use this anyway. And then we'll have chiseled quartz right here, and then gray. All like that. And now we definitely need a light in here. Let me grab it. We'll just have it in the floor for now. Let's go ahead and fill all this in with white concrete for the ceiling. And then let's cover up this brick. So a layer of white, then, whoops, chiseled quartz, and then gray. Okay, you can see the ceilings in here are a little bit lower, but that's okay. Now let's have our doorway. Just 1 block wide, straighten out these bottom ones. And then we have the corner one. Okay. And then the stone buttons. And there's not going to be any crown molding in here because as you can see the ceilings are a little bit lower, so we really can't. And then, yeah, we'll just have 2 sea lanterns like that. We'll cover it up with the iron trapdoors. We'll delete that. And there we go. We have this little room here, so you could almost make it a half bathroom. So just a sink right here and a toilet. But I'm just going to have it a closet. Head on over here. Let's line up with this wall. We're going to look right on over here. And we're going to have 3 spaces of white concrete. And then we're going to continue our wall right here. Okay, and then we're going to start our doorway. So we're just going to bring it all the way down. Yeah, we'll bring it down to the floor. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll skip over to 4 on this side. And then let's go on the other side. This doorway is going to be doubled up. Since it does go a step down, we have to have it doubled. So let's go ahead and add an extra layer here from the side where the garage door is. Is this a big enough garage? Is this how it's supposed to be? Yeah, I think this is good. Okay. It's a little bit small, but it should be fine. And then, oh yeah, the next layer up is going to be the corner. Okay. That looks good. Now let's continue our wall. So gray concrete right above the doorway, onto over there. Extra layers here. Layer of chiseled quartz, and white concrete. Oh yeah, and then our stone buttons. Okay. That looks good. So now let's head on over to this wall. We'll line it up from the corner, go right over here. We're gonna have 3 again. Then a layer of chiseled quartz, and then the gray. And then we're going to have our doorway right here. So just 2 blocks wide. It's lined up with the other doorway. And this one only needs to be 1 block wide since we have the same colored walls on each side. I originally had it 2, but since these walls are the same, it only needs to be 1 this time. So we have a little extra space for this bedroom now. Alright. And then the rest of our wall here. Alright, this is all looking good. We walk down, we have our living room. Head on over to the left, we have a hallway. Over here, just a small little room, more like a closet. Over here, leading into the garage. And then over here leading into the bedroom, and eventually we'll have a bathroom. Let's actually go ahead and take care of that now. So it's just gonna be 4 blocks wide. So we'll have a wall right down the middle, right in between the windows. So yeah, we'll go ahead and have the door like right here. So we'll go ahead and just have a strip of the wall there. And then we'll have a 1 block wide doorway. And then the rest of our wall right down the middle here. And this is all looking good. This is a little bit uneven now, but that's fine. I originally had the wall doubled up here, so it would have been even, but no big deal. It's not gonna bother me. Alright. So, we could go ahead and start filling in the floors now. Let's go ahead and do the bathroom floors. So this is just gonna be chiseled quartz blocks. We'll start in between the doorway and just fill all this in. Alright, so bathrooms are done. And now the rest of it, let's actually have dark oak wood slab right in between the doorway on the garage side. And then the rest of all of this is going to be dark oak for the bedroom, this hallway, all the way through here, for this little closet, and for the living room. So I'm going to use a potion of swiftness. And I'll see you guys in a second once I have all the floors filled in. all the floors are filled in now. We just have to do the garage. But let's go ahead and have our crown molding. We won't do it in this room at all because I'm going to have a little design in the ceiling and stuff. And once we start doing the fireplace, we're going to wrap around it and all that. So we're not going to do anything in here. So actually, this room, we're just going to leave as it is. Let me add the lights a little bit better. So once we start doing the furnishings, it'll be a little bit easier for us. But yeah, we're just going to leave this room exactly as it is until we get to the furnishings. And then for the hallway, let's go ahead and just add some crown molding. Really simple with the upside down quartz stairs. And then we'll add a few sea lanterns throughout the hallway. And maybe another row right here. And that should be good. Next up, head on into the bedroom, do the crown molding in here. Go ahead and have the sea lanterns, and each corner should be good. Alright, next up, crown molding here in the bathroom. And then just a couple lights in here. That should be good, and then right here. Okay, so that's all done. Let's go ahead and do the garage now. So you can see we have to add one more layer of white concrete right down here. Let's go ahead and do that now. Oh yeah, and then the extra layer on this wall. Oh wait, you know what? I don't need to double this up. Get rid of this. This does not need to be doubled up. The door doesn't need to be doubled up. We just need to bring it down to where it is and then replace this with the slabs here. There we go. Yeah, and now it's plenty of space in here for the garage. Let's go ahead and bring down this white concrete. And there we go, that's all patched up. This looks really good. And we're not going to have any crown molding in here, but we will have a little garage thing here. So, let's go ahead and delete this layer of dirt here. And we're going to replace it with our floors that we had for the driveway. Okay, first, let's go ahead and have some sea lanterns here in the ceiling. Get a little bit more light. Alright, and then we are going to have some sea lanterns in the floor as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our floors now. We'll start with some brick. We'll add some extra texture with the andesite and the brick stairs. So, brick first. So that's all filled in. Add some extra texture with the andesite. I think that should be good. We don't need too much. We'll have a couple stairs now. Add just a little bit more, just so it matches the outside is all we're really doing. Now, one last thing I want to do here in the floor is just add a little bit of extra light. So we're going to have, how about one right here? So we'll dig down 2 layers, have a sea lantern. We'll go right here. And same on this side. Boom. And boom. Now we have to actually fix the stair. We'll have it the opposite direction. And then let's replace this dirt with white concrete. And then we'll have the sea lantern on the same layer as the floor. So not up like that, but on the same layer, so it looks really nice. And now the garage is all done. Almost. We have one more thing in the ceiling. So we're gonna have an upside down quartz stair like that. And then a quartz slab. We'll bring it back. How tall is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll bring it back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll have a quartz stair right here. Oh, whoops, not right there. Right there. So we have an extra slab after it. And then we're just gonna have some iron trapdoors. Like that. So this is like the track. That's what it is. It's like a track. So, we are done, guys. So that is everything for the interior layout. So, hopefully I should be able to do all the furnishings in the next video. I actually will. Even if it isn't over an hour long, I'll still do all the furnishings in part 5. So we'll be finishing the build in that video. So, yeah, there we go. Hopefully this wasn't too quick or anything. I know I probably went a little bit quicker down here at the bottom layer since it was like the same concept as the top layer. We have the same doorways down here. The floors are all the same wall design. So it's all the same. I just went a little bit quicker down here, I think. I'm not too sure. Hopefully you're still able to follow along. But yeah, that's it for part 4, guys. Okay, so that's going to be it here for part 4 for this tutorial on how to build this split level house. If it helped you, be sure to please leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in part 5. We should be finishing the build.